Thank you, Minister. මීළඟට ගජේන්ද්‍ර කුමාර පොන්නම්බලම් ගරු මන්ත්‍රීතුමාට විනාඩි 12ක් කාලයක් තියෙනවා 12 minutes.
Thank you very much, Honourable Presiding Member. I wish to raise only a few matters, Honourable Prime Minister. First is a matter that has generally been spoken of by both the Tamil and Muslim members of Parliament. In fact, I asked Honourable Yadamini whether I can meet you sometime to discuss this matter. This is with regards to the Ampara District, Kalmune North Divisional Secretariat. Honourable Prime Minister, in 1989, this Kalmune North was recognized as a new AGA division. And then thereafter, on the 28th of the 7th month in 1993, it was a cabinet approval was obtained for it to be made a divisional secretary, and it has been in fact functioning as such, except for the accounts, an accountant and the land department have not in fact been transferred. So Kalmune at the moment holds that. But for all other purposes, it is recognized and is in fact functioning, if you look at the card also, as a fully fledged divisional secretariat. I mean, here the problem is, Honourable Prime Minister, there is a lot of political pressure that is being brought now that I am aware of to try and downgrade that into a sub-office, which in fact it is not. And one of the key tactics that is being used is this prevention of the appointment of an accountant and to transfer the land office from the current Kalmune Divisional Secretariat to the Kalmune North. I therefore, Honourable Prime Minister, humbly request you to intervene in this matter. Honourable Rauf Hakim, in principle, said that he is not, or his party is not opposed to forming or recognizing this Kalmune North Tamil Divisional Secretariat, but he said that it must be done after the boundaries are relooked at. Now this story of these boundaries being relooked at has been going on for years and years, for decades. Surely that is not a reason to prevent this appointment of an accountant and the land office to be moved, and for the Divisional Secretariat of Kalmune North to be functioning fully as such. In fact, by allowing it to function as a fully fledged divisional secretariat, I think that will then give the impetus for our Muslim colleagues representing the Ampara district to move in the matter with regards to redrawing some of these boundaries. We in principle agree that some of these boundaries have to be redrawn, but that is not a reason to delay appointing this accountant and moving the land office. And Honourable Prime Minister, if you take right now, 1.5 months of vouchers have not been issued by the Kalmune Divisional Secretariat because the monies are kept in the Kalmune office. And this, there is a deliberate sort of political interference. For 1.5 months, these people are without vouchers being issued. So I think it is extremely unfair for this matter to be dragged on. The President, when he was Prime Minister, in principle, you would recall, agreed to appoint an accountant. There is no reason whatsoever to delay that. The redemarcation of boundaries, we will cooperate to make sure that it is done as soon as possible after the Kalmune North Divisional Secretariat is fully functional. The second point that I wish to bring up, in 1983, Honourable Prime Minister, there was a circular that is providing relief to public officers, officers in the local government service and officers in local government corporations who are deprived of employment due to situation that prevailed in the country after July 1983. Now, this was both with regards to the Northeast, it was to do with the Sinhala members of the civil service, and then outside the Northeast, it was the Tamils who were primarily affected. Now, this particular circular has been extended repeatedly. I believe it is still relevant. But unfortunately, those who got affected due to the war up to 2009 have sought relief under this scheme and in the Northeast, and still nothing is being processed. And I think that is completely unfair, Honourable Prime Minister. Their salaries, there is no. They are still not being given the necessary salary rises. Their service for that period has not been counted. Increments, all of that has been denied them, and therefore I ask you to intervene in this matter. I don't blame the ministry officials, but at some administrative level, I believe that there is complete sort of lackluster approach to these applications. The one last matter, Honourable Prime Minister, since you are the Minister for Public Administration, you know, for the last week, ending on the 27th, we have been commemorating this Great Heroes Day week. And you will admit, Honourable Prime Minister, despite our differences in opinions with regards to the LTT and with regards to politics in general, if you look at those events, there is nothing about the LTT there. It is simply publicly people coming together to mourn their dead. There is no LTT paraphernalia. In fact, the police, due to some government instructions, have approached courts right through the Northeast, and except for the courts in Sampur in Trincomalee, all other courts permitted the commemoration, provided that there is no overt LTT paraphernalia involved and a promotion of the LTT as such. And in fact, you know, these events have been taking place over the last several years. There has been no LTT ideology or anything of that sort being shown. Now, two matters. One is that still there are in areas which are government lands where these cemeteries were created, either the government is refusing to allow these people to go and go to that area and commemorate, or the military, one of the three forces, have occupied that land and they are refusing to vacate. There are private lands that also, because they were used as these cemeteries, that the government has subsequently occupied through the military, and they are refusing to vacate them. Now, Honourable Prime Minister, the Human Rights Commission of Sri Lanka recommended in 2015, during that era, that even if it was LTT, that every single family member and people have a right to be remembered. And that is the law. We are talking about,
Honourable Member, your last 2 minutes.
we are talking about reconciliation. We are talking about, having transitional justice. You are talking about a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which is part of the transitional justice process. Commemorating the dead is the fifth pillar of transitional justice. So surely to deny this, I think, is extremely unfair. I request you, Honourable Prime Minister, you must intervene. This is a humanitarian matter. These lands must be released so that these people can, there are bodies buried there. You see, we are trampling on those bodies. I don't think that is humane by any circumstances. I appeal to you, for you personally to intervene and to have these lands released. You can put conditions. You can put conditions like the way the court has put conditions with regards to commemoration. I don't think that is not going to be a major issue for us. But to prevent it year in and year out, and to continue the traumatization of that people, I think it's just not on, Honourable Prime Minister. And I ask you as the Minister in charge under for the divisional secretaries, because it is under them that these lands come, particularly the government lands. I ask you to intervene in this matter and to give relief to those suffering parents and family members. Thank you.